All right, yeah. Welcome back to Dropping the Needle. It's your boys, Adam Kinich, Pad Artist. We back again. This is round two. Well, actually, what's
Two.
the
Yeah.
now round two? Track two.
Track two.
Track two. So this month we're talking about Adam. We're talking about Outkast Stankonia. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That fourth
Let me show you
album.
some.
Yeah.
Let me
Oh,
show you
go ahead.
some.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Show and tell. Oh, damn. You got that vinyl though.
That OG. Yeah, that OG.
Oh shit! Look at that.
2000. John.
Oh shit! Look at this vinyl. Oh damn!
Let's see.
I
And
love
they
that.
have the old parental advisory, dude.
Love
Remember
that. Love that. Okay. Well, so before we get into it, Adam, you said you're drinking a beer, but I'm drinking this Beach Plum.
The liqueur.
That liqueur. No liqueur. Yeah. But I
I
was
can't
just
get
like,
down with the LaCroix.
no.
No,
Well,
not a fan.
Well, okay. Well, the Beach Plum though.
Someone put it pretty well the other day, and it's a good explanation of LaCroix for me, and I guess a lot of people. But it's
What?
like when you drink it, dude, it makes me more thirsty.
Oh, really?
It's like I need real water after drinking it. Yeah.
Well, good thing I have a whole jug of real water.
Get parched after drinking the
Yeah.
LaCroix. That's supposed to, hydrate.
I have a funny story about LaCroix in general. So my wife's stepdad, they were here visiting us one night or one day, and this man's he thought so he goes in the fridge in the middle of the night. He's gonna go grab something to drink. I think he thought he was like about to kill like a Sprite or something.
Yeah.
And grabs a
more
lime
refreshing.
LaCroix. Yeah. Cracks it, starts to chug it, and spits it all out because he's like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's like it has flavor, but barely any flavor.
And the next morning,
just
he's
enough
like,
to get a taste. Yeah.
the next morning he tells us, he's like, "Man, I cracked one of these fucking things. I thought it was soda, and it wasn't soda." Spit that shit all over the place.
Carbonated bullshit is what it is.
The Beach Plum, Meg hated. I don't think it's. I figure I already bought this shit, so I'm gonna have to drink it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean they're making all kinds of flavors now. Like, was it pimple mousse or something? Is one flavor?
Pimple mousse. So pimple mousse is just grapefruit. It's just
yeah.
It's
But
it
just
literally
just
says
grapefruit. Just call it grapefruit. Yeah,
Just call it grapefruit.
What the hell is a pimple mousse?
Okay, fuck it. Let's talk about that. So anyways, if you're new to the Quick Sixer Collective shit that we're doing, this show, Dropping the Needle, is all about, well, we focus on basically kind of a Quick Sixer format, but for our topic of the show, we focus on one album. We're going to talk about other stuff, pop culture stuff, music stuff, give you some recommendations. But this month, we're talking about Outkast Stankonia. So if you like this stuff, go ahead and subscribe, check it out. Check out our last one, our last episode, and next month's episode if you want to. This particular album, Stankonia, comes out October 31st, 2000. Okay. I was just telling Meg, I was like, I didn't even know this shit. We got married on Halloween.
It was 2000. Yeah, I didn't know it came out on Halloween though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And October, dude, that's my month.
There you go. And yeah, so it was released October 31st, 2000. It's their fourth studio album by Outkast. But you know what, Adam? We're jumping ahead. We're gonna rewind. 1997.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to 1997. Outkast shows up to the 1997 Source Hip Hop Awards.
I was wondering if you were going to talk about this.
Yeah. Just for a sec, though. I think it's important. So they show up to this 1997 awards show, right? They win Best New Artist. People are like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?" Because you gotta, if you're talking about histories, the South really wasn't played on the radio, like Southern hip hop.
No, it wasn't. It was very regional. Like, you know what I mean? You would hear it on
Hmm.
regional radio, but not
Yeah, so like these DJs up in New York, they're not playing
yeah,
Outkast, they're not playing
I mean,
any of
in
this
New York
shit.
they're playing but also like hip hop in general. It's like, local hip hop stations, they're playing whatever is local, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
In Brooklyn they're playing, Brooklyn shit. In New York, they're
Hmm.
probably, playing all kinds of shit.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, Atlanta, they're probably only playing Atlanta. I mean, Memphis, they're only playing Memphis shit and Atlanta shit,
Hmm. But so this kind of pisses off Andre 3K, and people are talking some shit. People are talking some shit, and I mean it's super famous. But this man's goes, "The South got something to say," and walks off the stage.
Yeah.
Enter in this album. It's a few years later. It comes out in 2000, so a couple years later. I think there's one album in between this and that. I think AT
Yeah.
Aliens came out after
Yeah.
that, and so you got, I think, debatably. So it's been on. We talk about the Rolling Stone top 500 albums list all the time on here, but it has consistently jumped in numbers, like higher and
Oh yeah.
higher. Yeah.
Oh
So
wow.
apparently, according to its Wikipedia, it says in 2003 it was ranked 359. Then it was revised. Then it went to
Yeah.
361
Hmm.
in 2012, and now it's at 64 in a 2020 revised
Wow.
list.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
quite a jump.
So, and it's 20. I know, pretty dope. And it released the 20th anniversary edition with the remixes, and we'll talk about a little bit of the acapella versions and shit. Almost 20 years to the day. It released
Yeah.
on October 30th.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Um, so
Man. Yeah.
we want to talk about. So we'll start off this particular album of all. So 2000, me and you were both in seventh grade.
Since
No,
yeah,
seventh
seventh
grade.
grade. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
19. Oh, actually, when this came out, we were in eighth grade, so it would have been eighth grade because it would 2000 2001 would have been eighth grade
Oh
for
yeah. Yeah.
us.
True. True. Yeah. True.
Um. Anyways, so 2000, we're in eighth grade. This thing comes out. I feel like hip hop was just kind of like entering my my atmosphere, like my knowing. Like
Yeah. For
I
sure. Me
don't.
too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So like there was a
It
time,
wasn't like
kids,
yeah.
when
Yeah.
you could turn on the TV and watch these things that they're just doing again soon, called Behind the Music. And I used to stay up and watch this shit. I've probably seen every single episode of that show, and like even the shitty ones, even the ones no one cares about. But
Yeah.
after that, there would either be one or two things. I feel like on there was either a metal show, it was like MTV Metal or some a Metal
Oh
Hour,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
or it would be like Hip Hop After Dark or something.
Yeah. For sure.
And so
Oh
I
yeah. Yeah.
started. Yeah, you remember this? Okay.
Yeah. I do.
So I started watching these shows, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you start to vibe on some shit because as a kid, you kind of listen to what your parents listen to because you don't know shit.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And once you start to form your own opinion, you start to see like, oh fuck, okay, cool. So particularly at this time, I remember getting one of those. There's another thing that's going to date the shit out of me. You could you could you could you can
So you
send
guys talk
in
about the melon order CDs.
yeah.
Yeah.
So at this time there was a couple of different services, but one of them, my parents let me pick like the like five CDs or something, and
Yeah.
you could like
How did you
basically
talk
the
about
thing
this before?
yeah, we talked about this shit
Okay.
before on happy hour, I think. But and Drew didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah, I totally don't know what you're talking about. It's like
Yeah.
scholastics for like CDs.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
have a
So
catalog, right?
yeah, they give you a catalog, a list of shit you can buy, and then was like, then you have to buy like five more throughout the year or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, my parents were like, fuck it. We don't really want to do this, but if you want to do it, here you can pick, or maybe me and Dill both got to pick like one or two out of the five or something. And you get the I don't know. But anyways, so I ended up picking what was at the time. There's probably I think there's a bunch of them now, but now five. Okay, because I couldn't decide on an album, so I was like, well, this shit's got a bunch of different stuff on it.
Yeah.
One of those songs was Miss Jackson, off of this album, and I was like, damn, this shit's catchy as fuck.
Was now five in the year 2000 or like 2001?
I don't know. Let me look.
So wait, I mean, I'm guessing that Stankonia was already out before you had purchased that CD. The now five.
I think it was. Yeah. So, am I fucking wrong too? I might be wrong. Yeah, it doesn't even actually. It doesn't look like it's on there.
So it was like now. It's probably like now 8.
No, well, now 5 was in the summer of 2000. So that is true. So okay. You know, it was on there though. I was wrong. It was not on that album. But was on that album was Mystical's "Shake It Fast."
Oh yeah.
So I was like, this shit's fun.
Shake it fast.
Watch yourself. Yeah. So that shit's on there. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know, this thing's kind of fun. Let me listen to some more stuff. Yeah. And then this when Miss Jackson comes about. This song, dude, was all over the radio.
Oh yeah.
And I think
definitely
what?
It's definitely their breakout song for sure. You know, they got them on the charts and mainstream for sure.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say is like when the reason this album is so important, I think, is it didn't just have your hip hop heads listen to it, you know. Of course they did. You know, like Big Boy and Andre are two of the best rappers of all time, like hands down.
Hands down, yeah.
But this particular album had, you know, you had your middle-aged, you know, white women at the grocery store singing songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you had people that normally didn't listen to hip hop listen to this.
Yeah.
And I think it changed the game. I mean, they also, you know, down the line, they put out fucking Hey Ya. And I mean, that shit's on Kids Bop. You know what I'm saying? Like children.
Yeah, there's all kinds of renditions of that. Yeah.
So, but I think this album, even though there's a couple before it, and they're probably more, I'd say, hip hop heavy. This one has a couple, you know, So Fresh, So Clean, B.O.B., Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
We're all,
but also
hits.
Too. Yeah, and what made it so crazy? What made hip hop like more vulnerable, I guess, to being poppy as well. You know what I mean? Like making hits for the radio instead of just like, you know.
Yeah.
So you would have like, more features and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Hip hop just seemed to get more and more like, you know, mainstream as far as like it'd be pop and hip hop in the same station, you know.
Exactly. So
starting in 2000.
Yeah, I think that's one. I think you put it perfectly. Like this, I think this album, amongst a couple others, is the reason hip hop is pop music now.
Yeah,
like it wasn't really before then, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But now you got. I mean, I don't think you can walk down the street. I have a so fresh, so clean fucking banner in my bathroom. Like it's for real, and it's that is nice. And it's a thing. It looks bougie. Like it's on like a fucking on a what's it called? Shit.
It's on a piece of wood or something.
Oh yeah, it's 2 pieces of wood and has the fuck you paint on. You know what I'm saying? My brain's not working.
Canvas.
Yeah, it's on canvas.
Oh,
and it's like it looks like some shit you buy, like, you know, I don't know,
at TJ Maxx.
No, we ordered it. But it's some shit like somebody made on Etsy, I think.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, that's cool.
You know that ETSY.
Yeah, Etsy.
Shout out Brad. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, dude, I think this is, I think debatably one of the most important hip hop albums ever.
yeah, for sure. I mean, there's
I
so many
mean,
good songs too. I mean, the whole concept of the album,
hmm
Stankonia, it's taking you to a place,
hmm
where it's stanky and funky.
yeah. So speaking
But
of, I was reading about what that's all about.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
apparently 3K said it's like a he made it, the word. And apparently,
yeah.
stank is slang for like funky or whatever. And he had a Plutonia poster. It's like a poster of like a futuristic city, and he combined them. He said Stankonia is this place I imagine where you can open yourself up and be free to express anything. Which, bro, I think it's crazy. Also, this is the first one that they recorded in Stankonia Studios, their studio
Yeah.
in Atlanta. And it's just like, I don't know, man. It's one of those crossover records that you like, this shit is timeless. Like you can listen to it
Yeah, for sure.
forever, you know?
Yeah, and it's still, yeah, it's still I mean, it holds up, but also it's like, yeah, it is timeless because it's not just like rapping about a certain time. It's rapping about like their personal problems and like what they're trying to do and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
I mean, some of those songs are deep, dude. Like if
yeah.
if you listen to them, especially when you like we're the acapella versions on that deluxe uh album,
Yeah.
dude. Because you can, when you're just listening to the words, you're like, wow, this shit goes hard. Like they're talking about some deep shit.
Yeah. It's definitely it's just kind of crazy that, they have, I mean, you're talking about deep shit. Like, you got toilet tissue that's
Yeah.
fucked, you know, it's just
Yeah.
fucked. And then like,
Toilet tissue, just think about what that could be.
yeah. I mean, and then you got like other shit, like some like, pretty
But
progressive
even,
shit. Like
or
I
even
like
Miss
I
Jackson, like
yeah.
Miss Jackson, like the story behind Miss Jackson,
Mhm.
supposedly the rumor is that that's about Erica Badu.
Oh,
Right.
it's about her mom.
Yeah.
So Miss Jackson is
Yeah.
Erica Badu's mom. It's true.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
confirmed it.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw an interview with her with Erica. And,
It was
they were
like,
talking
yeah, I think
about
that's
the would do it
was it like the Breakfast Club or something or some radio
maybe.
station?
And when they were talking about how did she take it, and she was like, "Yeah, my mom went out and got license plates and stickers saying she
Oh
was
yeah,
Miss Jackson." Like she
yeah,
was pumped about it.
yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy because her
I
and
mean, that's the
3K
best
have a
way to
kid.
ever. Yeah, and that's the best way to apologize. You make this huge. It's like this apology letter essentially, and you're making it. You made this huge hit that gained you all the success in the world.
Hmm.
That's what's crazy.
It's it's fucked, and it's kind of funny that like Erica's on there on Humble Mumble, uh,
Yeah,
and she's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh shit!" So she did get, she definitely got some money from this for
yeah,
them airing out their dirty laundry. The shit.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
But I mean, that's the thing
But
is
then,
that's what I
yeah,
think he did it for that. Trying to get success, and I mean, he got it. They
yeah.
both did.
But I don't know, man. I think you got some you got some crazy shit on there. Like I'll call before I come with Gangsta
Yeah,
Boo and
yeah,
Echo.
yeah. But dude, not
You
even that.
know,
Just like the interludes on this album is insane. Like the
yeah,
right before "So Fresh and So Clean," that "I'm cool." Have you remember that?
yeah,
It's like I'm cool. I'm cold. I'm so cold. No, I'm cool. It's like, bitch, stay off that blow. And then right about just cuts into "So Fresh and So Clean."
yeah. And dude, that
Pretty
the
awesome.
beginning of that beat is just ridiculous. Like, and it doesn't matter where you are. Like,
Yeah,
if
it
that shit
hits
comes
you.
on, you're like, oh fuck yeah. But
Yeah,
there's like, dude, there's crazy shit on here. Like, I don't know, man.
yeah.
Like snapping and trapping, Killer Mike's verses
Oh
on
yeah,
there
yeah,
are
yeah,
crazy. And I
yeah,
mean,
dude.
I don't know if this is his first feature, but this is, you know, this is OG Killer Mike. Like this is back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same dude he is now, but like this
I
might have
mean,
set the
this thing
stage
is
for
like,
that. You
yeah,
know?
Killer Mike's super underrated still, just like his solo stuff before he got with LP doing
Mm-hmm.
Run the Jewels.
Hell yeah. But yeah, dude. I don't know. Do you have any uh before we go into our other topics, you know, shy away from
Yeah.
this for a little minute. Do you have any standout
Oh yeah, dude. Mom's ever Baghdad,
tracks?
bro.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
B.O.B.
yes. BOV
B.O.B.
fucking fire. I also
Yeah.
think gangsta
But
shit
also,
is
but
amazing.
B.O.B. Yeah, but B.O.B. too is crazy because it's like right before 9/11, right?
Yeah, I guess
October.
it would
Yeah,
be. Yeah.
yeah.
A
Isn't
year
that
before.
crazy? Yeah, isn't that crazy though?
It's fucked. Like it's I don't know, man. This whole album is nuts. But like
Yeah,
I think yeah, B.O.B. is might be my favorite track on there. Also, I watched all the
yeah.
music videos for this album.
Mhm.
They're crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
Crazy,
I mean, that's
crazy.
another thing too. Yeah, it's like I always forget about like those music videos, but like I mean, yeah, I guess the kids nowadays don't really. I mean, they still make music videos, but not the way they used to do. Not the multi-million-dollar
Yeah.
music videos. Now
Yeah,
it's just
music.
like somebody singing on a cliff with like a couple of mirrors bouncing off some light. Yeah.
Or like you know, some motherfuckers in like an abandoned bar and there's just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everybody in there
yeah,
and that's the whole shoot,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Nah, but
It's,
this dude, they have some weird shit on these music videos. Like um Miss Jackson, they're in like this shack, his house,
yeah.
and
Hmm.
like it starts
And
raining.
remember, yeah, there's not where like they have like cuckoo clocks or whatever, right?
Yeah, a bunch of clocks and a whole bunch of animals,
Yeah,
like pets and
yeah.
shit.
They're like, but the cuckoo clocks keep popping out and stuff.
It's so
Isn't
weird.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And like big boys outside, like trying to he's like shining his car. Then he has to like
yeah,
fix the fucking like the weather vane on top of the house.
yeah,
It's so weird.
yeah. Their stuff is like their production values are always cool. And then remember that? Did you ever see Idlewild, the movie that they made?
No, I came so listening to all these albums just to prepare.
Yeah,
I listened to the soundtrack, but I didn't see the
it's
movie yet.
dude. The movie's good. I saw it in theaters when it came out.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good.
That's what's up.
I
All
think it
right,
was
well,
like
good.
yeah, we were in high school. Is that right? 2004 or something like that.
I don't know, man. I think it's after that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe it's like 2006 or 7. I don't know.
2006. Yeah.
2006. Okay. So yeah,
Mhm.
seniors in high school.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, it's cool because it's just like one long music video. You know, there's like a little bit of just dialogue in between, but for the most
Yeah.
part, that's just music video.
Yeah. Apparently it says it only grossed 12 million worldwide.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It was not very popular.
Uh-uh. But yeah, it's about a depression era town
Yeah,
of Idlewild, Georgia in 1935. Hmm.
it's good. Should
Follows
check it out sometime.
Percival and Rooster.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's like it's Big Boy. I mean, their acting's like okay. Like Andre 3000 is actually a pretty decent actor, but Big Boy, it's like
Yeah.
like okay, man, hand me. It's like it's just like him. The way how he like even with the way he rapping, it's just like him as a rapper acting. Like
Yeah. That's super weird. Huh. Yeah, like, it looks like it ends well too.
yeah.
Okay, that's good. Oh, maybe yeah, check that shit out. Underrated. There's a bunch of
I don't
people in
know.
here too.
Yeah, I know. That's yeah,
Yeah, Terrence Howard. You got Macy
yeah,
Gray, Patti LaBelle, Ving Rhames is in there.
yeah,
That's crazy. Anyways, but it cost 10 million to make, so barely made
yeah,
its money back.
yeah.
Ain't nobody getting paid on that one. Anyways, okay,
Oh,
yeah.
so you could tell
So
probably passion project.
yeah, for sure. Uh, but yeah, no, I think the standouts on here, besides like you know, it's so fresh, so clean, and Miss Jackson. R.B.O.B. Even though that was a single, I think is a standout. Spaghetti Junction and Gangsta Shit, because they're all fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check this shit out if you haven't. It's been out for 20 years.
Oh,
So.
one thing I want to
Oh.
talk about. Did you have the CD as a kid? Like, did you ever have the CD?
Oh. No.
Because
No.
dude, the CD was crazy, bro. Like if you, so if you so I bought the CD and it was, I think, yeah, we're obviously in middle school still at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought it having no idea, and I even had the parental advisory. And so I don't know how I bought it, but I ended up buying it and opening it up. And for the longest time, being a CD was all like kind of like, it almost looked like an acid trip or something. It was all like kind of trippy, psychedelic, but and it was formed like a shape or something. And I finally realized what it was, and it's a woman's bush, like on the CD. Like the hole is perfectly like where, you know.
You're like, what the fuck is this?
But it took me a while, and then I was like, once I realized, I'm like, 13 or 14 years old, like, oh no.
Is it really? That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. I'm gonna look this shit up right now. You know what? I'm gonna make that the cover art for this episode.
If you can find it, it's like kind of, and it might be hard to find because like, or maybe it was a special, I don't think it was a special edition or anything, but yeah, there was a couple of cities that they did that back in the day like that.
No, it's like you can see it.
Subjective. Okay.
It's easy. Yeah. All you gotta do is
nice.
Oh well, it's no, dude. There's a. Oh, this is an alternate cover. There's an alternate cover where it's like a chick just naked, like turned around,
yeah,
her ass out and titties to the side.
Yeah, I think that's in the booklet or whatever with the CD.
Yeah, it looks like it. Is this it? Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to find it, but it doesn't. It's not coming up good. I mean, it looks like they made like an alternate version of
maybe.
it.
But no, yeah, it's like it's straight up like a silhouette, and then it's just like boom, like right there in the middle.
Yeah. Huh.
Did you find it?
No, the thing I keep seeing is just this lady turned around with her ass out.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It looks like this is it.
It could be.
It could be. But
no,
either way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is it. Sorry, that is it. Oh wait, no, that's a different one. I'm pretty sure that's a different one.
This is weird,
maybe I'm just maybe I'm reimagining. Maybe I'm not picturing what it was. I'm pretty sure, dude. Like,
I don't know, man.
Maybe it wasn't. Dude, I could have sworn it was.
I think. Well,
maybe that is it. Yeah, maybe that
looks weird. Is the record you have the vinyl? Is it colored vinyl?
It's just black. No, it's just black. This is the original one. This is from 2000.
Okay.
So they weren't. That's what I'm saying. This is probably even 2000 was weird for it to be even pressed.
Yeah, really definitely. Yeah, but this is go check out this album. It's amazing. It still holds up. Yeah, dude, it's I don't know. I don't know, man. I was listening to all of the Outkast albums like in preparation for this. I think it's the best one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, it's like, yeah, you go to the whole thing,
Yeah. It's not there's like you could skip around, but you don't have to skip shit. Like I feel like
because that's what like I said, the interludes are the best part, I think. Yeah. Like so many sketches and weird little interludes.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is bouncing. Remember that?
Yeah.
Intro. Bouncing.
It's so weird. The weirdest shit.
It kind of that's gonna get you started. It's like you hear like a bong being ripped.
Oh yeah.
That's what that bubbling is, and then it's just like bouncing. We're bouncing.
It's so weird. So all right, so me and Adam put down a couple of things to talk about besides this album, and I don't want to start off with the one that we were just
Yeah.
talking about before, but let's start off with quick ones.
Okay.
So, Lollapalooza just happened, right?
Yeah.
And
Go Lala.
so many people went. You
Nuts.
know, it
Yeah.
was crazy. The
Yeah.
pictures of the crowds were nuts. Like, fuck
Yeah.
that. Is COVID still
People were
around?
freaking out.
Yeah. I heard that you had to show proof of vaccination to get in, though.
Yeah, that's what a lot of festivals are doing now. It's either being vaccinated or get tested every day, and I guess show your test results. But you gotta pay for that yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Um,
just like, yeah. But I mean, I guess it's because it's just the whole thing is weird because they know it's young kids. You know what I mean? It's they,
mm-hmm.
for the most part, a lot of places pretty good though. You'll have older people that come too. It's a good mix of different ages.
Yeah. Speaking of ages, and um, I'm gonna look. I want to see if this is the same year. Uh, uh, I'm gonna see if this is the same year this shit came out. Oh my god, it is. Okay, so same year, in 2000, in year 2000. Oh, dude, this
Year
is so fucking
2000.
strange. Oh, 2 weeks before this this album came out, Stankonia, chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored
Oh
water
God.
came
Yeah.
out. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because, bruh, Limp Bizkit performed at this Lollapalooza, right?
Yeah, I know.
People
I
were
heard all
people
about
were
it.
tripping about like uh fucking Fred Durst's new look, looking like an old man.
He
Then you
looks
got
like all he did was just put a wig on, and
oh,
like
I
he looked
know.
like fucking like Beastie Boys in the Sabotage music video.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that it's 100% what he's doing. But and then you had like West Borland looking like insane,
Yeah, I didn't even see that. I
insane,
just saw Fred Durst.
dude. Um,
I just like I don't know, man. The whole thing kind of bums me out, but
dude. So I know it bums you out, and I knew it was gonna bum you out. That's why I brought it up. But I just think, dude, it's if so they're going on tour, right? And this is like
yeah,
one of the stops or whatever. I think it would be so much fun just to see this show. Just it's
yeah,
just gonna be a shit show, and it'd be fun. You know, sometimes you just go to shows because it's fun, not because like you're gonna
yeah,
love the fucking acts, you know, whatever.
yeah,
Um, but I just think it's so funny that these two things came out so close together, and then they're 20 years later, years later, 21 years later, whatever. They're performing at Lollapalooza, but playing these songs. Like
yeah. Right.
I don't know, like most. I mean, it's most of this album that they played is I think by far they have the most hits off of.
Yeah,
But it was tripping to see these kids at like most of the kids at these festivals. The reason I brought it up is most kids at these festivals probably weren't even born like
yeah.
when
Right.
this shit came out. So I was
Yeah.
tripping at how big the crowds really were, like watching
Yeah,
them.
but that's what's weird to see too is like yeah, it's like that whole, it's like in the 90s. I would say I would compare this generation with the young kids to like how it was in the 90s, I guess, where it was like whatever 20 years before that was cool. So like everything in the 70s was cool in the 90s, right? So now it's like everything that's cool now is shit that was cool when we were like in middle school, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, like the Fred Durst, like what else? Like everybody's walking around wearing like TLC, and
Yeah.
TLC t-shirts and Aaliyah and shit. It's like
Yeah.
kind
I
of weird, right?
mean, shout out to Aaliyah. Also, that's
Yeah, right.
another little
Yeah,
thing. They're finally gonna release her discography
yeah,
on
I saw
streaming
that.
services soon. So I think
But
it's
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like when she tragically passed away. I mean, everybody, yeah, most kids that are wearing that shit now were probably never around, or if they were only a couple years old.
mhm. Yeah. It's just I don't know, man. It's so weird that these things can coexist in the same
Yeah,
era and be.
yeah,
I guess that's what I'm saying is like this was kind of this was like that what rock rap type shit. Well, some
yeah,
people call it
chocolate starfish.
So what do some people call it? It's like ass rock or something. People
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
anyway.
Trash
I just
rock.
think yeah, some shit. Anyway, I just think it's funny that like the shit that we were just talking about, like Miss Jackson and blah blah blah,
Yeah, yeah.
coming out at the same time Roland was coming out, like
Rolling,
it's
rolling,
just,
rolling.
it's just funny, like those are the things you'd see on TV, like these music
Yeah.
videos.
It's like yeah, such a one's good, one's it's like is it good? Is it bad? Is it
It's
it's like it's
bad. Is it
catchy as
just
fuck, but like
should we just
what's weird is like Limp Bizkit like it's like one of those things where it's like a cavity in the meaning of like it's it's bad, but you can't stop like a cavity can't stop like fucking with it.
yeah, yeah. You really can't. And fuck it.
Especially
I
when it's
would
on the
go to
radio,
a
you're like,
show.
oh, this is getting me hype, yeah.
Yeah, why not? It would be fun. It's like,
But
you go to
but
like
now no, no, there's too much good music out there now to go see that.
I would still go. I was 100%. It would
I don't
be a
know.
blast. It
Can't
would
yeah,
be
I can't
so much
justify
fun.
spending. Well, I mean, I know there's other bands, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
spending that much money to go and then go and see Limp Bizkit, can't do it. So
I'm saying like if this was at a festival, I would walk by and
yeah, if it was
check it
like at
out.
a like your your regional fair, maybe not
Yeah.
Lollapalooza. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like, could you imagine that meeting, dude? Like somebody sitting at the meeting, like there's all these younger executives and stuff, and like, okay, who should we get for this lineup? And it's like Limp Bizkit, yes.
They're like, yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
No, I think
No, I mean a lot of
yeah.
places too is they're all about the like, oh, it's so and so's anniversary, let's get them. It's just like cool, but like, do
Hmm.
we really want to see that? Maybe do like a group thinking or test. Get some test subjects.
But I watched this whole live stream. The different places are
Mhm,
posting the full sets. And during I think like two or three songs in,
mhm.
uh Fred says something about like, oh, shouldn't you guys be leaving? Like Megan the Stallion's about to come on. And he's like, oh, the whole crowd's like, oh, boo, like thinking that he's talking shit. And he turns and he's like, no, like legit, I want to go see it too. So like, should we walk over? It's like, he's
Yeah,
like, yeah, fuck this show. Let's go watch Megan twerk and drop it to the floor. But
yeah,
it's like you're 100% right. Like you have people in this room making decisions about who's gonna come, and then you have fucking one side of the room's like, all right, we're gonna bring Megan the Stallion.
yeah,
All right. And then you had the one motherfucker in the corner's like, Limp Biscuit. We should throw them in
yeah,
there.
yeah. It's like the old guy. It's like, oh, here's
Yeah.
Gary over here, age 56 years old, talking about Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. And then, oh man, genius. Let's throw them on at the same time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Fucking dumb. Anyways, I just thought it was funny and I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, it's funny as shit, dude. But that's what people are saying because like I saw something about it, like I think it was like Pitchfork or something talking about it, like how weird it was and all this stuff. And they were like,
mhm.
somebody I was just reading comments and like they were like, yeah, and one guy was like Westmoreland, but Westmoreland's really good. It's like, and everybody hates on it, but it's like you just listen to it. It's like, yeah, I'm guilty of it too. Like I remember somebody like back then you would burn CDs, so you would
Oh yeah.
find the maybe illegal download of it,
Maybe.
pirate it, yeah, allegedly, but
Allegedly. Yeah.
yeah. And so you would have like all these mixtape, what we call them, the mixed CDs or whatever,
Hmm.
and yeah. So I remember somebody like giving me a copy of chocolate starfish, the
I
hot
think it
dog
was
flavored
me.
water,
It might have been me.
probably, yeah. And I was like, okay, this is pretty good, but I'm also 14 years old, and then I grew up and was like, this is trash.
You know what? It's just fun though. Like you sometimes there's shitty bands and
Just-
like they're
but
fun
then
to
have you
listen
said,
to.
what I thought you were going to talk about, that you were going to talk about Woodstock 99 too, because that documentary that came out.
I haven't watched yet, so
I haven't
maybe
either. We'll
next
save it for the
time.
next one. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I do. I remember watching Woodstock '99. The like
Yeah.
probably the first live stream festival. I know, like
Well,
I
MTV did
know.
like really a big coverage of it, so that's what
Yeah,
it was. It was like mostly on MTV.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think, like I don't
But
know if
it was pre-recorded though, I think.
I
But
don't think so.
or yeah, or maybe it was live because
I
that's
think
yeah when all the chaos happened was when it was I think it
mhm,
was live or maybe they cut away or
yeah.
something.
Just remember
Dude, that show,
motherfuckers
some
like
of those
what
shows were
Kurt Loder
crazy.
or whatever being like, "Yo, they're
Yeah.
burning shit down. Like, we gotta
Well, that's
leave."
people. That's a yeah. Not to talk too much into it, but the whole thing was because Limp Bizkit and Fred Durst. He was the one that
Mhm.
initiated it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
break this shit.
That's pretty good. Actually, he mentioned it in
Yeah,
at the show at
yeah,
Lollapalooza.
yeah, but yeah. Because that's what kind of why they did it. Because it was like the I don't know. It's kind of weird if you think about like how things line up. Like that documentary that is this revamping of like his career or some shit. You know, like
Yeah. Well, it's just weird. I mean, what you bring up West Borland. I think that dude fascinates me. He's interesting,
yeah,
but like
he's
he
actually
has like
talented. That's what's crazy.
oh yeah, and like crazy talented. But and he has like 4 or 5 bands or whatever. Like dude's
Yeah,
always recording.
yeah,
Um, oh man, and he looks so different when he's not in like costume and stuff.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
but like the thing I appreciate about him is like he's like he's a weirdo in that band. He's not like any of the other dudes,
Yeah.
and like I think he thinks about it as like a performance. Like I'm gonna get dressed
Mhm.
up. I'm gonna like
Yeah.
make this
Screw
memorable for
shit.
the
Yeah.
crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I think is cool. I think more people should do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all those dudes, but especially that time you had like Limp Bizkit. I mean, Corn was better than them, but like Corn was doing the same shit too.
Yeah,
Slipknot, all those bands of that time were like,
yeah,
oh, it's all like, let's look like we're
yeah.
either going to some sex club or having a show. Like,
Speaking of those bands, throughout the years, I've gotten a chance to see Corn a few times, like probably
mhm.
4 times at this point, and it's a good
Jeez, bro,
show
that's
still
too
to this
many.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's straight up. It's one of those things though. It's like it's just a fun thing to do that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and also thoughts out to Slipknot right now. They just lost one of their members recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think their original drummer.
I do.
So yeah, thoughts out to those dudes. I think that would be a crazy ass show, you know,
Yeah.
and
My
just
thing is
fun
like
to
it'd
see.
be fun to see. I just don't want to deal with all the like fucking weirdos and like fans base that brings. That all that ain't like weird angst and shit.
Angst,
Like not down with it.
you old ass man.
Yeah, I'm getting too
I
old for that shit,
don't want
dude.
all the angst. Oh, hell no.
I need to see somebody like fucking punching themselves or some shit. Like,
Ah, I fucking love this band. Speaking of angst, I don't know if you got a chance to check it out, but I want to talk about it in just a sec. The Locks versus Dipset versus.
yeah,
Did you get to check it out at all?
nah, dude. I just don't. I mean, I kind of don't care about that shit, dude. To be honest, like, I
I
mean,
know
I
you
sit
don't. I
down, but
know.
like, it's like, yeah. And then I saw like the shit show it was like 80 people on stage, and just like that whole thing is becoming a shit show, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
versus, it's over, bro.
Yeah. I think I don't know
There's
what they're gonna
no,
do after this one because
yeah. They just
fucking
need more organization, dude. And it's like,
hmm
it's like actually fucking do what you're supposed to do, which is like play the hits, and but actually like rap, do it word for word, like rap and back, battle back and forth. It'd be even more cool if they did like freestyle and shit, just like somebody
yeah.
played just not even a beat that they never even fucking heard. Surprise, boom, like go at it.
hmm
Not just like I mean half the time they can't remember their own fucking songs. It's like
Well, bro, then you need to watch this one. Like I'm straight up. So,
yeah,
all right, we're talking about rappers, and bro, this one. So Dipset, you got a whole bunch of dudes,
yeah,
um, and then you got the Locks. which is
Mm.
Sheik Luch, Styles P, and Jadakiss.
Yep.
And they performed as a group since the early 90s.
Hmm.
They got hits, bro. They got, they got, as Jada said a bunch of times, we got Grammys. We got Grammys.
Grammys.
These motherfuckers talking about grams. We got Grammys. Anyways, talking shit on them.
Yeah.
And bro, it was crazy to watch. So like Dipset rolls up in there. And if you all right, this is hilarious, like a side note, but like there's a video online of Fat Joe breaking down this whole event because he was there,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
it's fucking hilarious. It's like an hour long. Go watch it.
God.
It's fucking hilarious. But anyways, DJs, the whole event thing is like 3 hours long. Skip to minute 47 for them to come out if you're watching the 3 hour stream.
Mhm.
The locks come out, they stand up, they're like, these dudes came to not play. Like they came in
Yeah.
shorts, like fucking ready,
Shorts.
like now I'm talking like mobile, like they were gonna get after it, you know what I'm saying? They weren't trying to get locked down with some bullshit.
They came in shorts,
Came
so
in
they had
shorts.
more mobility.
Yeah, mobility. They were thinking about mobility.
I'm in shorts to get that more mobility.
But the reason I bring out shorts is because then Dipset comes out. Dipset comes out, and fucking Jim Jones is in a leather tracksuit.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and like 10,000 chains or whatever.
Yeah.
So immediately these motherfuckers start checking this shit out of him. Like this motherfucker came in a leather tracksuit trying to battle us. Like fuck these fools. Anyways, they go back and forth, back and forth.
About to go scuba diving or some shit.
Oh, I know it. Tripping.
Tracksuit.
Fucking Cameron brings out a lawn chair, like a day at the beach type lawn chair type of shit. Puts it on stage, thinking,
Damn.
"Oh, we got this. We're Dipset." Blah blah blah.
They got props and shit.
Yeah. Everyone's in there too. Like you said, 1 billion people on stage.
Yeah.
Eventually, they had to kick them off because the stage was going to collapse. But anyways, they're going back and forth, like you say, hit for hit, and then there's a certain point where they were just like, we're not playing with these fools. Like we're not going to play. And they're going back and forth, getting in their face, talking shit. It's the best. And then fucking Jadakiss, says some shit about like, just like you said earlier, they should start doing freestyles. Jadakiss says, man, fuck this. Cut it. And he Who Shot You comes on, just the music.
Instrumental, yeah.
Yeah. And this fool freestyles like against them. Like it wasn't like a battle because they didn't reply, but he like just says
just went at him, yeah.
He just went at him. And if you don't know Jadakiss, like Jadakiss is he's a fucking beast on the mic. So go check that dude out. But yeah, going after him, right? Shuts it down. The fucking crowd erupts, right? And then Cameron's like, "Oh man, fuck this. This is New York, blah blah blah." And they play their fucking the Welcome to New York song, and he's like, "Oh man, fuck you, bitch! You live in Miami, you live in Colorado, bitch! I live down the street. I am New York because drop this shit." And then they play that it's a Fat Joe song, but it's featuring the Locks, and he was like, that it's I got 100 rounds, 100 clips, bitch. I'm from New York. Like the whole fucking crowd blows up, dude. These fools stay just after him the whole time, and I'm just like, dude, this is a slaughter. Like, if like these dudes came to like show out, and the Locks came to like destroy them, like just straight up destroy them. So yeah, that happened. So go check that out if you want. But yeah, Versus is
Who's the next one? Have they even announced who the next one is?
I
Because
don't
they've been
know.
doing a lot in like the last like 6 months, dude. Seems like
Well,
it's everyone every month, right?
yeah, I think
Or for a
so.
while there.
They partner with some shit called Trilla Entertainment,
Oh yeah,
and
dude. That shit's
it's
trash,
weird. They're
dude.
like doing like boxing matches or something,
Yeah, that
like
shit's
the same
trash, bro. It's
night.
like, but it's not just boxing matches. It's like always like gimmick boxing matches. Usually, that's like they have
Like
like
some
under
celebrities or
like
something.
amateur, like or like middle amateur or whatever, like shit.
Mm,
But then they also have like I think that's what did the Jake Logan um Mayweather fight or whatever. What? Yeah, is that what it was?
I don't know. Maybe
But
probably.
yeah, but yeah.
Um,
Oh, then like the Nate Robinson, Jake Robinson, or Jake Paul fight or whatever too, or whatever
oh,
the fuck is Logan Paul, whatever the fuck
Logan
their names
Paul.
are. Fuck both of them, yeah.
Fuck that guy. Who fucking
Fuck all of them, fucking
yeah,
nerds.
yeah. So let's get into this thing I know you want to bring up because he
Yeah.
still hasn't dropped it. And this fucking podcast is gonna be out by the time this shit's out. Maybe, probably not. Maybe he'll do another round three or
Yeah.
a round three of this fucking listening party. So, Adam, why don't you tell me about Donda? Your thoughts on Donda?
Donda. So if y'all don't know, Donda, it's that new album by none only than Kanye West. And now the whole thing is like a fucking gimmick now. So he's supposed to have a release party on what was it, 2 weeks ago? It was 2 weeks ago now,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
original.
yeah.
So it was like a Thursday. Um, and so he rents out the
Mercedes Benz
Mercedes, yeah,
Stadium in
stadium in
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah, fucking spends a week there, finishing the last little details of his album. Has a release party Thursday night where he's just dancing around in the middle of this arena, packed house, 30,000 people or something.
It's some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, insane, dude.
I'll look.
Then he comes in wearing a fucking mask over his head, like this whole like weird gimp outfit, like American Horror Story season 1.
Hell no. Yeah, Mercedes Benz Stadium
Yeah.
In Atlanta. What is
Anyways,
the
so
capacity?
Apple Music gives them the green light to do this thing. They,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna get a whole stream. They got the banners up on Apple Music. You need to open the app. It's all ready to go down. The shit happens. I do not tune in. I don't stay awake long enough to tune in. What time did it start? It started like at 9 or 10 or something. I mean, the live stream started at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but then it went, or they actually started. He didn't start playing it until 9 or 10 or something. I guess like an hour, maybe an hour leading.
Yeah, it was
up
an
to whatever
hour. The first
East Coast time
stream.
or something.
Yeah. So the capacity of it is 71,000 people, and it can be expanded to 75,000 for special events such as Super Bowl. I don't think this applies.
No. I think it was only 30,000 though, or maybe 30,000 was because he did it. Like, so he did it this week. Long story short, he did it this week as well.
Yeah,
because it never came out. You need to finish the details. So this week, starting on Wednesday, I believe, started doing this live stream of him in a concrete, what it looked like a closet. A fucking janitor. They cleared out a janitor's closet.
Yeah,
in this arena, so he could post up with his what he looked like he was finishing the album, which damn well is like already finished. It's all all a charade.
Yeah.
But he's lived that way, so you could tune in. The room kept changing too. Like he had a timer counting down to like 24 hours, and then the room kept changing though. So it looked like maybe there was 2 rooms, because the second room or whatever would be a bed that he was, I guess, supposedly sleeping in, and then like lifting weights and shit, like working out.
So weird.
But the weirdest thing was when he was working out, he had like his homies, I guess his bodyguards, which I'm like, I hope those aren't your bodyguards. One dude had the fucking dreads looking like a fucking ram's head. Did you see that, dude?
No, I didn't watch
so
any
weird,
of
dude.
this second stream shit.
They're all wearing like bulletproof vests and shit.
I saw that.
Donda written on it.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah, he's like doing push-ups and doing like I think he was like lifting, or he was like doing shit with kettlebells. I think it's what it was.
It's the weirdest shit.
My boy Joe Rogan.
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. It says draws close to 40,000 people for this Donda album thing. Anyway,
What I say? What did you say? 40,000?
says close to, it draws 40,000 plus to
Oh
Atlanta
wow.
for Donda album.
Damn.
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, this whole like, all right, so all right, there's one thing to be said about Kanye West. He makes pretty good music. Um, but
But is it worth the
he,
gimmicks?
yeah, he's a fucking nightmare. Like straight up.
Yeah.
Who,
That's the thing is like who keeps getting duped in this? Like Apple Music, it's like you're an idiot. Like sorry, Apple Music execs, but you're dumb. Like, why would you fall for this dumb shit? Like
yeah. But maybe it's genius. Maybe it's. I'm not saying he's
there's nothing
genius,
genius about it. There's nothing
dude.
I mean, that's the thing is that's what we're talking about. It's like Frank Ocean did this same shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd rather watch someone fuck with boxes in a ladder, which is that's what the Frank Ocean thing was, than watch him in a concrete room. Like damn.
No, I'm not talking about him being genius. I'm saying this probably brought in so many numbers to Apple Music subscriptions because you couldn't watch it. You know,
yeah, but I mean the same thing with Tidal. You know, he's done the same thing with Tidal too. I think with Life of Pablo, right?
yeah, I think so. That shit was on the internet and immediately. So
yeah, well, it got leaked before he could Tidal could because Tidal wasn't. It was brand new at that point.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude, it's fucking. I don't know, man. It's what kind of person do you got to be to sell tickets to a listening party at a stadium and then you don't perform any of it?
Yeah, you don't perform it. You just stream it, but it sounds like complete dog shit as well.
Yeah, and
like,
it's really
bad.
weird. It's just a weird album. It sounded like, from what I heard.
Yeah, he did no preparation for it. Like, I mean, all they did, I think all they did was they're like, "Oh, Kanye's coming," and they're like, "Throw that white sheet over the grass," and yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be good. Well, what's he gonna do? He says he just wants to walk on it. Does it? He'll kneel
we'll
at
make
some
it look
point.
like snow, and then he's supposed to come out in a red puffer jacket. The mask over his head,
some bright orange shoes. And
you know it's only 120 degrees outside in Atlanta.
Yeah,
but...
you know, just Atlanta heat, no big deal. Yeah, and he's gonna have a mask on.
Yeah.
All right, sick. So is it actually Kanye? Don't know that actually. But yeah, man. So he does that. He does that for the first go, and then does this weird fucking stream for a week of like him working out and just random people are there.
Yeah, like
the Locks are there after this battle.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like
Chance the Rapper was there. Like it was weird, like photos of him like laying on the ground, like next to the bed. I'm like, whoa, what's actually going on?
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking strange. Like he's just like Chance looks bummed out too. He's like, why the fuck am I here?
I'm trapped in the closet, bro.
Yeah, fucking dude. But it's just the weirdest shit. Like, who the fuck thinks like, oh yeah, you know what people are gonna tune into? Me sleeping.
Yeah,
sick.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro, people tuned in for that. Like, what the fuck?
But what's weird too is leading up to that. So before the week, I think it was like, so there was 2 weeks in between him doing the first release and then the one he did or was it? Yeah, Thursday night.
Yeah,
is when actually I guess they had the listening party or whatever. Mm-hmm. But so the week before that, the Atlanta FC, the soccer team, right? Mm-hmm. Has a game on like a Saturday, and he kept seat hopping or some shit. They were like he attended the game because he's at the arena still. I don't know how. It's just like literally in that janitor's closet.
Yeah, living there.
But yeah, it's so weird. But but yeah, he kept like popping up, and they were like kicking him out of every seat because he kept like, "Oh, so you don't have a ticket?" They didn't give a fuck. I guess like, hey, you're Kanye, I don't give a fuck. Like, you can't sit here. And they were like, so he kept like okay, and then like moved to another seat and like sit down and shit. It's like, Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like,
Like, who do you
it's
think
like
you are?
you give two shits about soccer, probably,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
just to be weird, It's like, oh, let's watch this. Like,
He's a fucking weirdo. Like, I
yeah,
know, like, mental
yeah,
health is for real. And that dude needs to get his
hmm
shit under control,
yeah,
or at least get it like do something. Like see
yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
Because I mean, it is just I don't
Not
even
even that.
know.
I
I
think he
don't even.
knows.
There's no
I think it's all
excuse.
calculated. It's all calculated, dude. I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
he knows what he's doing. Like he knows
100%.
if he just acts out of control and weird, that it's exactly what's attention he's gonna get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
100%. Speaking of getting attention, let's move on to this other thing. So you know, we'll see if Don is out by the time we
yeah.
we
So
record
yeah,
again.
August 13th supposedly is the new date.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so that's what I was telling you. So if yeah, so it's not really announced, but it's like I had to Google it, and then like a Wikipedia thing, how it like pops up like the discography if you type it in Google, like Kanye
Hmm.
West or whatever. It says Donda, and then you click on that, and there's a Wikipedia article, and it says releasing on August 13th. So, but I'm sure because a lot of people too have been putting out rumors. Like even when the first drink came out, it was Theonopolis London, who's a UK like hip
Hmm.
hop. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm pretty sure Kanye's working on it right now. Like, he tweeted that like Friday morning or whatever, like at 5 a.m., like our time. So,
It's yeah, dude. It's just fucking strange, bro. Like
so yeah, people know. And I mean,
it's
that's what's crazy too. This is what the second or third time. I mean, Life of Pablo was the same way.
yeah. He did some weird shit for Life of Pablo too.
But then Jesus is King, which is like supposed to be a concept album, gospel album. He gets nominated for a Grammy and all this shit, but like that just drops. You know what I mean? It's like, so
Yeah.
what? You can do it. You just refuse to like when it's it's a because that's a throwaway album according to him.
What? Jesus is King?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's not a hip hop album. It's a gospel album. Like yeah.
So weird.
But it's like it's you, dumbass. It's not like you like came up with a different alter ego or something.
Yeah. It looks like this shit's gonna have 24 tracks.
Yeah, and
So
I mean, a bunch
double
of
album, I
features too.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, a bunch of features.
Hmm.
So that's.
Fucking weird,
I mean,
man.
it sounds exciting, but yeah, I mean, everybody's talking
Yeah.
about that Jay-Z verse.
I was
Sorry.
like, also, that sparked up rumors of Watch the Throne 2. Like
Yeah,
that may or may never happen. So we'll
yeah,
see. But
yeah. But that, I mean, that's how you want to come back, bro. Sorry, Jay-Z, no good.
nah, well, Jay-Z's last album was good.
Yeah, but did you? I mean, did you hear that verse though? Everybody's like, "Oh
No.
man, he's back. Watch the Throne
I
2's
think people
coming
were
back."
just
It's like,
pumped that he was
oh, I know, but
he was there.
dude, that's yeah, man.
Um,
I can see why you're tired, bro. Jesus, that was bad.
yeah, yeah. But you know, if you want to listen to some good Jay Z, go ahead and listen to Jay Electronica's A Written Testimony. That was basically a Jay Z album,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like there's a old interview with Jay Z saying that somebody told him that he had to dumb his lyrics down for
Uh-huh.
him to be successful, and so he did.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "This is not that album. Like this is
Uh-huh.
full rap battle Jay Z. Like
Yeah, so what the fuck would
amazing."
you dumb it down? Like
Apparently, people
still
just weren't getting it. So
that's all I mean that's why I mean most hip hop artists I like and or because they use, bigger vocabulary and
mhm.
shit that you kind of have to like, what is that?
Yeah,
Google it like, oh.
but that dude, that album, that is the Jay Z album that we never got. Like that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and it's incredible.
Yeah.
Go and check that out. A
It's
Written
just
Testimony came out last
yeah.
year.
Hmm.
Uh, but anyways, speaking of people, we were talking about speaking of people that are having a rough go right now. The baby,
The
uh,
baby. The
the
baby.
baby, the
Change
baby
it.
went to what was that festival? Rolling hard, rolling
Rolling
fat,
loud. Rolling
rolling
loud, yeah.
loud.
Rolling
All
Loud,
right. So this motherfucker comes out and goes on a weird ass rant about AIDS and HIV. I'm like, bro, what year is it? Like, what are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Like I think that was the weirdest shit ever. Like honestly, but
I actually
um,
ever, so I never saw the rant or read the rant or what he actually said, but I could only imagine. So it just to me, it was just. I mean, I never really listened to him a whole lot, anyways. But I know he has a
yeah,
couple of hits. So I'm like, okay, I can get down with this, but now not so
mhm.
much.
Yeah. But I'm just like, it's just strange. Like, but anyways, you put this down because it's he went on this big homophobic rant and then apologized for it, and then basically took the apology back in like a video saying like, fuck it, I said what I said, and
Yeah,
it's just weird, dude. Like you're just now getting big, like you could
yeah,
be a big
yeah,
rapper,
yeah. It's
and then
weird
you
to
do
alienate
this.
yourself like that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really have any feelings about it other than it's just strange, like,
very
and
strange.
dumb,
Yeah,
very stupid.
yeah, yeah. But also too, it's like it's good to see what I brought up because it's good to see the industry as a whole like canceling him. I mean, you can call it cancer culture, or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
like, but it's like he's an entertainer. He can say what he wants to. It's all entertainment, whatever. Fuck all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, yeah, if you say it, it means you must have some. There's probably some truth behind how you feel. But
Yeah.
but yeah, and it's just good to see the cancer or not cancer culture, but the industry um decide to like no longer and start dropping
Mm-hmm.
them left and right. I mean, I think it's like 4 or 5 festivals now that he was supposed to be at now that have completely
Mm-hmm.
dropped him.
And
And it
Lollapalooza was
also
one of them.
yeah, and I mean it might be also too the labels and stuff might start coming after him too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think it's
But
good, and especially,
yeah, it's like you're a rising star and you decide to fuck up in a big way, which you like, oh, it's not a big it's not a
yeah,
big deal to me, but no, it is, dude. I mean,
yeah.
it's like that's the way society's going now, and like that's what I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
say too. Like hip hop and country music are the two I think genres left that have big issues, social issues to sort out, and they haven't yet. Which I guess now you're seeing it with the baby,
Mm-hmm.
but finally like no more. And country music is just kind of the same way. They have
Yeah,
homophobic issues and a lot of like Republican issues. Like the
yeah.
whole what's his face, um, Waylon, whatever that dude. You remember that story? The dude that's supposed to play SNL, country singer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fuck, who was it? I don't. Didn't he say some homophobic shit?
No, he was like he just had like a big old party like in the height of COVID. You remember?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I forget who that was though.
God, yeah, it's like I don't know, I'm
Fucking
bad with
dumb.
country music names, but yeah,
Yeah,
but
but yeah, it's just you're 100% right. I mean, hip hop. I think this is a good episode to bring this up on too, because like I feel like people like Andre 3000 kind of blur the lines of
Mhm.
masculinity. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what. Yeah,
he's the David Bowie of rap. Like he is
yeah, and
that
that's what a
guy.
lot of people hate on them because yeah, they were so eccentric and out there. It wasn't the hip hop culture wasn't. They weren't wearing. Well, Big Boy was, but like I mean, even him
Yeah.
was pretty humble about it. They weren't wearing like big ass gold chains, and talking about like, $1 million on my pinky. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. It's
gator
just
boots with the Gucci suits. None of that shit.
yeah, and it's
I mean,
just
they
like
do, but if they do, and it's subtle, it's not like a whole song about it. And that's what's good about
yeah.
Stankonia because it's 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 hip hop, but at its finest because it's like actual issues. You know what I mean? Like that
Mhm.
anybody can resonate with, not just
Yeah.
fucked up money and bitches
I
and hoes.
100%. And it's like it's
Yeah,
funny because like Big Boy does play up like we'll come out with like big fur coats and act
yeah,
like a
yeah,
pimp and whatever, and they got
yeah,
all these alter
yeah,
egos, which I think is fun.
yeah,
But yeah, man, you're right. Like hip hop and country's got a lot of shit to work out. Like
yeah, yeah.
those
But not
motherfuckers
even
are
that. And
way
like,
too deep.
what's crazy now is like country music is stealing from hip hop, dude. It's
Oh
straight
yeah.
up. It's what it is. It's like white boys pretending to be fucking hip hop artists and shit. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's cringy, dude.
Yeah, cringe to the
Like,
max. Like so cringe. Like, but it's like it's weird, bro. It's like I guess this didn't all this shit from the baby spawn from like Lil Nas X or something. Like he was talking some shit about him. I feel like he was involved
maybe,
somehow.
probably. I mean, no, he's that's the thing is like that's what's weird is like that the Rolling Loud comments because I think it stemmed back before that though. It was like tweets and stuff that he made that really
Oh,
got it. Like people started canceling him,
that's
and
just
then his comments at Rolling Loud because Rolling Loud was the first one. They were like, ah, and took a chance, and then
yeah. Okay, I didn't know
yeah,
that. Yeah, it's
I think
just
that's what
I
issue
don't know,
is.
man. It's but yeah, no hip hop. I don't know. They've always had some weird homophobic shit. Like it's and it's not. It. I mean, they need to sort that shit out. Like
For sure.
it's it's bad. Like I don't know, man. Like if you listen to hip hop from like the early '90s, it's fucked. Like it's super homophobic, super sexist.
Yeah.
And I mean, but then like what you're saying, Stankonia has got, you can hear some hints of some shit in there, but it's
Yeah.
it's not like that. I think it
Yeah.
broke the mold, man. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have it might have some like some uh I don't know, questionable shit on it, but like
Yeah.
it's few and far between compared to what hip hop was.
Yeah.
And then for people like the baby to come out like and do this shit, I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what fucking year are you in? Like,
Yeah.
that shit is so. It's just cringe to watch somebody go down
Go. Yeah,
that
but
ladder.
bring up something that nobody's bringing up. I can understand if someone like if it was like in an interview, but not even that, it's still not acceptable. But like, it's like you're going out of left field to like,
Yeah,
bring up some shit that we're not even talking about, dude. And
yeah.
you're in LA of all places, you know what I mean?
I thought that shit was in Miami.
Rolling Loud? Maybe it is
Yeah,
Miami. I thought it was in LA.
no, I think it's
Oh,
Miami
maybe okay.
Beach.
Well, even more so, yeah.
Yeah,
Even
but
more so.
like in my like, all right. So when your shit is so off the wall that Elton John is coming back at you,
Yeah.
like, bro, you probably
Yeah.
fucked up. You like, come on.
Yeah, because like that's what's crazy too is Elton John actually like fucks with some of those hip hop artists.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird.
I don't know. I think he has like some shit with Young Thug. I think he did a song with Young Thug.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
dope. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm like, dude, it's so fucking weird. And just be better, the baby. Damn, you got a big
Yeah,
plane.
got Jet, yeah. Little Jets over here.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
But yeah, be better, the baby. That's fucking. You're probably
Yeah.
not gonna survive
But you're
this
not because you're the baby, so you're gonna probably cry like the baby.
like a little
Fuck
bit.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about spatial audio before we sign off with this?
Yeah.
Um. So,
Have you
anyways,
fucked with it?
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's cool, but like so like these headphones, the Audio Technica, was it the M550 or something?
Mm.
But anyways, but they're like so the older model doesn't have the Adobe Atoms on it. So like that's what's weird about so spatial audio, in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, is on Apple Music. It's the new technology that works with Adobe Atoms software. I guess if you have it on they have it on the new iPhone. Well, all iPhones, I guess, greater
Mhm.
than the 10, right? I think it's what it is.
Mm. Uh,
Oh, whatever. But
maybe. Yeah.
most models of iPhones have the Adobe Atoms built into it.
Why do you keep saying Adam?
Atoms.
It's Atmos.
Atoms. Oh, is it Atmos? Oh, fuck. I pronounced it the wrong whole time, dude. Fuck.
Dolby Adams.
Okay. Adobe Atoms. Fuck.
Go,
Dude,
go
I do that
ahead
shit
and
all the
check
time.
check
I
if
do
you
that
have
shit
that
all the
Dolby
time.
Adams in your car. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great.
So Dolby Atmos.
So it's
bro.
not pronounced.
It's not even spelled that way. Oh, hell no. Hell
That's good
no.
stuff. But now I'm gonna
Dolby
keep calling
Atmos.
it
Yeah, go
Atmos.
ahead and keep calling your Adams. You got to now.
Oh shit. But no,
Anyways,
so
yeah.
but yeah, the Adobe Atmos has also the same audio that I guess you would hear at most movie theaters now. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably started like what would you say, 15 years ago, probably. It's
Hot
like when the
minute.
balls started
It's been,
bouncing.
yeah, it's
All
been
around
when the
us.
atoms started forming for the Atoms.
Dude, they missed the opportunity there, bro. I think Obi Adams sounds better.
Oh yeah, sounds like an Adams Family character. Um, yeah, Dolby at Atmos.
Atmos. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know when did this shit start. What? Anyways, keep going. So basically, it's
Yeah. So
you go.
yeah, you have to have this. You have to have the compatible speakers and
Mm-hmm.
headphones. But the whole so my whole thing about it is right now there's only there's only so it's so limited of like the stuff they've actually converted to the software and all that stuff. You know, because it's weird too. It's not just the Adobe Atmos. It's
There you go.
also it's also they have like a section of it. It's like the loop or lossless audio
Mm-hmm.
and something else like high dynamic or something. But anyway, so the lossless, I guess, it's just making it streamless. So there's no, I guess what I'm trying to thinking about it is there's no like uh there's no like um quietness in between each part of the song. I guess
Mm-hmm.
there's always constantly like there's music notes like happening or whatever, or some audio happening in each part of the song
Mm-hmm.
to make it but
Yeah.
yeah, so it's like all these things working together. Some of it sounds really great, but you have to have the like I said, you have to have the compatible you know
Mm-hmm.
speakers with it. So the iPhone built-in speakers work, the AirPods work, the AirPods Pro work. Yeah. And so that's what I was saying is that Chelsea bought some AirPod Pros recently and I've like tried it out. And I was like, this is cool, but like it's to me, it's still kind of a gimmick. You can't really tell that much difference. And the only way you'd be able to tell a difference is because the Adobe Atmos is made for surround sound. I mean, that's why it's used in movie theaters because it's
Mm-hmm.
all around us.
uh,
So, but you know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's why you would need surround sound, I think, for it to get the full experience.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't know. I'll tell you my
I haven't fucked
experience
with a
with it.
whole lot of haven't fucked with a whole lot of speakers that have that,
Yeah, yeah.
the technology. So
Well, okay, so here's the first Dolby Atmos installation was in El Capitan Theater in LA for the premiere of Brave in 2012.
oh wow. Wow, so wow, yeah.
So it's not that long. Now it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this okay. Yeah, so what you're talking about is this year, May, Apple Music announced the addition of spatial audio with support for Dolby Atmos and lossless audio. So
Yep.
lossless is basically you're listening to it at the highest quality it can be.
Yeah.
Basically like from a disc, from vinyl, you're hearing everything.
Yeah.
Spatial audio, my experience with it is if you get the AirPod Pros like these ones, yeah, got them in that war zone.
Well, dude, yeah. So there's the National Guard base is like 15 minutes
Yeah.
away or whatever. So it's a constant, dude. I guess they're practicing today.
Oh, well, if you get the AirPod Pros and then you turn on
Yeah.
noise
Yeah.
cancellation,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
turn those shits
But you
on, then
you also
find
have to go
something.
into your phone. You have to go into your settings and actually turn on the Adobe Atmos as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you have to do that. But if you turn all that shit on and then turn on the shit I just said, and then find something that supports
That's, yeah.
spatial audio,
Yeah.
and do it in a small room. Okay, like
Yeah.
it's just weird. Like if you have them in and you're just sitting there and you're like listening to something, find something that really works. Like how about this album
Yeah,
that I'm thinking of? Hold on, I got.
I was gonna say Sergeant Pepper works really well.
Sergeant Pepper's good. Michael Kiwanuka's Kiwanuka album has a lot
Okay.
of there's like there's chimes and drums and shit in it
Yeah.
on in this one
Yeah.
song. And bro, it the trying to explain this shit to someone is so weird because
Yeah. It is very weird.
it's like if you move, all right, so
It's kind of like almost like being with the headphones in. That's what I'm saying. It might work better with surround sound because it's like, you know what I mean? You get them more dynamic to it. Whereas if
yeah,
you listen to headphones, you're just still, I mean, that's what I'm saying is you call it spatial audio, but you're still left and it's still coming in left and right. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I guess my experience with it is if you put it in a small room and you think of your phone or whatever as like the hub, like where the music's
Hmm.
coming from. If you move your body around, like it will sound different. Like you'll sound like you're getting farther away from with one ear. Like if it was over here on this side of me,
Mm.
like my right side, and I moved away, I would still hear it more in my right ear and my left would start to fade until I turned my head towards the phone again. It's so
Yeah.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, man, it's like being in a music venue, but
But that's what I'm saying. I
like,
want to try it. I want to do more tests with it, like in big, bigger speakers, bigger like
yeah,
formatted speakers,
like
I
if you had a
guess.
full, like what you're saying, if you had a full
Yeah, like the
surround
Sonos. Like
sound
I'm
in
sure
your
the
house,
Sonos. Like if you had a Sonos speaker, with the different setup. Like if you had one like your bedroom and then one in the living room, and then just did like a sound chamber throughout the whole house. See how that would work. And I'm sure it'd be like you're at a venue.
mm-hmm. That'd be crazy. But anyways, that's
But yeah, I'm
go
excited. What
check
I'm
it
trying to
out.
get,
It's dope.
yeah, yeah, it's cool and like it's exciting to see somebody step up the audio game through the
Mm-hmm.
streaming services. Because I mean, like, I've just Apple Music's killing it, dude. I don't know about how you feel about it, but
Oh
folks,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not down with Spotify anymore. I just think Spotify is going to go away soon.
Ooh, you
It's
were
big shots
diehard
fired.
Spotify too. Yeah.
Yeah, shots fired. But
Damn. Yeah, no, shots
Spotify,
fired
step
for
up your
sure.
game.
I agree.
Nobody
And
cares about your graphics, and
no,
you know what I
no.
mean? Like you play a song, it's like, oh, cool. The
Uh,
album art's dancing on me.
yeah. Yeah. But if you are on Spotify, you can go ahead and subscribe to the
Yeah.
show. It's on Spotify or Apple Music. Go ahead and look us up. uh, no, I agree. I think
But no,
Spotify
I mean,
will probably go
yeah, but
away.
then, I mean, and a lot of people are like probably hate on it too because Apple is kind of cornering the market. I mean, everything is trying to be like, oh, you got to buy we have
Hmm.
spatial audio now, and then you have to buy the
Yeah,
headphones that only work with it.
yeah.
So,
I'm pretty
but also,
sure.
but I
And
mean, as
Tidal has it
everything,
too now.
yeah, well, yeah, as everything, Apple kind of is like the groundbreaker, and kind of everybody
Hmm.
comes to on the same level. So
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
it's.
Pretty soon they're going to make a new version of these headphones, that'll have the Dolby Atmos. So
Mm-hmm. When when all that shit dropped, like I think, dude, I use these fucking headphones every single day. Like
yeah, I mean they're totally
best
worth it, especially
purchase.
like especially our job. And like that's what Chelsea's like. She's working with us now, and she was like, because we're always having just like because we're always riff back and forth, and then we have downtime. It's just like it's just like joke, 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 and so we're like always
Hmm.
going back and forth and shit, and it's just shit that like she doesn't want to hear. She just will just be like, doop.
Yeah, I mean, shit for these shows. Fucking Meg turns on that noise cancellation
Yeah,
whenever
yeah,
I'm doing some
yeah.
shit.
I'm pretty sure that's Chelsea's in the back room doing something too.
Yeah,
Right, listen, I
noise
watched Outer
cancellation.
Banks or something.
Oh God, John B.
I can't do. I haven't watched
I
it.
can't do it either. But you can't help but hear that fucking dude's name forever, all the
Yeah,
time. John
yeah.
B. They say it like 100,000
Zombie.
times.
She's
John
like she's
B.
played me the soundtrack for it though. Like it's
Soundtrack's
pretty. I
pretty
like the
fire.
soundtrack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
Um.
Shout out to shows with good soundtracks, man.
Yeah. Speaking of, that's so weird we talk about this, but Meg's rewatching the OC.
Yeah,
And
dude, they had some killer songs on that.
they did. And what trips me out is like
Phantom
that
Planet. I mean, it
show.
launched Phantom Planet's career, and then it died 2 years after it
Yeah.
started.
Yeah. What trips me out about that show is like, yeah, that happened, but like they had like big ass bands on that show. Like they're
Yeah,
always going
yeah,
to this
like
one
playing.
club.
Yeah,
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 like the Killers are in an episode the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
time.
Mhm.
I'm like, this is weird. Like,
Yeah. It's very weird.
and like,
That
dude,
was,
it's
but also too, it was at a time where that's what they did. You know what I mean? It seemed like that was like a way of them
mhm.
like promoting bands too. It was like, oh, you'll be on the show.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that was a thing back then. Like, throw them on a show that's gonna be, I forget what channel was it. Was it MTV? No,
Fox. No, it was Fox. OC. It was
was it?
Fox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, we'll throw this band on this show, and it's like, I think that was like the evolution of like, go to MTV's spring break party and play for all the kids,
Yeah. Yeah.
like let's throw them on this show that all the kids are watching when they're
Yeah.
not on spring break or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't even know what that show is now. I guess Outer Banks, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, I mean, all those Netflix shows they're trying to do that, like Stranger Things, which I mean,
Yeah.
they'll have like a soundtrack, but also like much more of the score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody. I think everybody is kind of like that's what I was saying. Like HBO Max, like all the or just not HBO in general, but like Big Little Lies, all that's those shows,
Mm-hmm.
those dramas and stuff are trying to build a soundtrack
Yeah,
around
definitely.
it because they're also
Those
like we have a couple of them. We have what is it? Not Big Little Lies, but the other show. I don't know.
Big Little Lies
But we
got a
have a
good
couple of
soundtrack.
soundtracks. Like Succession has a good soundtrack.
Mm. What's it called? Yeah, no, that has a good soundtrack. I think there's other like if something dropped on like like Stranger Things or something.
Mm.
Like I think it's a good play, if you want to have some it probably wouldn't play for that but because Stranger Things is like a technically a period. It's a period piece kind of. It's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird. You can't really drop but I bet that would bring some people's shit back to life if they
Mhm.
did, if they put it on there. It's just weird to think that TV is that thing now. Like streaming
Yeah,
services
for
are kind of
sure.
like
For sure.
ruling the world.
Yeah.
Anyways, um shit, before we sign off, you got anything else to say about Stankonia or just anything else we talked about? Dolby Adams?
Atoms. Yeah, I'm so bummed now. I'm like, shit. I've told so many people about it. Now we're gonna call all the people I've told about it. Now I gotta call everyone. Hey, sorry, bro. It's actually pronounced Atmos.
Probably typing in Dolby
come on, man.
Adams.
I
Like,
mean,
what the fuck?
now I'm gonna call. Now I want to call Adobe and be like, "You missed a perfect opportunity. Adams sounds better."
They're gonna be like, what the fuck?
It's like all those balls bouncing. I thought those were the atoms bouncing.
Yeah. Do so stupid. Do you have an album for next time? Or are we just gonna wing it?
Yeah, I might by the time we start. But do you? Like, are you?
Nah, it's your pick next time.
Oh, it is my pick. We should definitely keep going with this Rolling Stones thing, though.
Okay.
So something that's on that list.
Just like,
which I mean, that's not hard. That's not hard because it's
See what's up.
But and also what I was going to tell you is what we should do is we should build a playlist that's all like a couple of the songs that we've talked about from this episode, last episode, and just keep it going for the next few episodes.
All right, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Go and check it out, and we'll make it a public playlist so people can subscribe to it if they want.
For sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So go and check that out on Apple Music. Well, you're gonna make that. Just
exclusively.
Yeah, exclusive. exclusive.
Maybe we can get a live stream of me in my closet.
Oh my. You gonna do some push-ups for us?
Yeah.
No.
I will.
One
Make sure I got my gimp outfit on there.
With the spikes and shit. just the
It's like,
gimp outfit, but
yeah.
your beard just hanging out.
Work out by
Just a
10.
beard.
Yeah,
Gimp
work out by
outfit.
10. Gimp by 12.
No shower, just straight stinky
Yeah.
gimp. Oh no. All right. Well, this is
All
dropping the needle. It's your boys. We're out. Don't be
It's
a stinky
Atmos.
gimp. Atmos. Don't be a stinky gimp. Bye.